Hello everybody and welcome into Taylor Kitchen. As you know, I like to take some time around Valentine's Day. Oh, by the way, happy Valentine's Day, and show you a delicious, impressive looking dinner that will take you no time at all and no serious skills and comes together pretty quickly. So this year is no different. I'm going to show you how to do a roast Cornish hen. If you've never seen a Cornish hen, it's just like a little chicken. And we'll talk about this guy in just a minute because we're going to spatchcock it, which is a special cutting technique that's going to flatten it out, open it up, make sure it cooks so quickly that you'll have Valentine's dinner in no time at all. But we're going to start with the herb rub. And for that, I have typical poultry seasonings, which are thyme, some rosemary, and some sage that I'm just going to chop up and blend everything all together. If you've ever heard that song, are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. That kind of helps you to remember what's in poultry seasoning, although I'm not using parsley, but all the others I am. Rosemary, sage, and thyme. And for thyme, it's these little stems, and all you have to do is just strip off the flowers, the little buds, just like that. They go so well in so many things. I love them with fish. But we're using them for chicken today. And then the same with rosemary. This is pretty soft rosemary. So I don't have this one has more of a woodeny stalk. So I'm gonna be careful not to get any of the stalk in that. Thyme's flying everywhere, it's even on my sweater. I have a lot of good Valentine recipes out there. I have a sheet pan supper. That was one of our absolute favorites. And then I have a fish and paper that is really good. Nothing looks more impressive than fish and paper. And then I recommend for your desserts with this meal, you think about Cherry's Jubilee. I will link that video, but it's also very impressive. I mean, you're setting things on fire, but they're super easy to do. And it's just these warm cherries with a little bit of whiskey or rum or whatever alcohol you might have that you flambe and you serve it over just a little bit of ice cream. So also super easy, but makes your Valentine's meal very special. And we're in Atlanta where you can't get reservations anywhere unless you book a year out in advance, which we never think to do that. So I pretty much make our Valentine's meal at home. If you haven't yet, please take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications to our YouTube channel. Click that bell icon below to make sure you get all the latest from us. And give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. It really helps out our channel and we so appreciate you. All that's going into my bowl here. I'm gonna make a really nice herby mixture, but I also want some lemon zest in here. So I've got my lemon, got my grater, zester, and you just basically zest the lemon. And I'm gonna zest a whole lemon because I want this really, really zingy. You just wanna make sure you don't get the white part, which is the pith, it's bitter. You don't want that. I almost feel like when I use lemons and I don't use the zest that I'm missing out. Because the zest, whoa, that has so much flavor. And oh, the scent that's coming off of this right now. I'm feeling very springy, even though it's supposed to be about 20 degrees today here. All right, there's the lemon. And then some salt. Chicken needs a lot of salt. Little Cornish hens need a lot of salt. And pepper. Okay, mix it all together. There is my lovely herb mix all ready for my Cornish hens. Let's talk about this little bird here. Cornish hens are just like a small chicken. And so I'm going to turn it so it's the back side is up. I want to pat it dry. Actually, if you can spatchcock it and leave it to sit to uncovered, air dry it in your fridge overnight, you will get a super crispy skin. But I also have a little trick here I'm going to show you. All right, so you will see in your Cornish hen, there's a backbone. You're just gonna wanna cut that out. And so I have really good shears here. These are my Smithey shears. And so they will cut through this guy very easily. See, I've cut one side of the backbone out. Now I'm just going to cut the other side. Anybody can do this. And you will have spatchcocked chicken. Now, I don't want to waste this because I'm going to make stock out of this, so I'm saving it. All right, so now I've spatchcocked it, opened it up, and then all I need to do is flip it over, and then I'm going to lean. I'm really short, so I have to stand on my tiptoes and put some pressure on this breastbone, and just you'll hear it crack and squish. Okay, I think we're good. All right, and you can see it's very flat. It's going to cook very evenly. So I have 2 skillets heating up in my oven. Now this is kind of like a brick preparation. If you would put this in a skillet and then lay a foil wrapped super heavy brick on top of this, it's going to press it down and make sure every surface is engaged with that hot skillet. That's why I'm heating my skillets up, just to make sure we get a really nice sear on this. But before I do that, I need to do all of this herb mixture on both sides. Rub it in. Do all this before I wash my hands. Should get a lot of that in. I don't want to lose any of it. Here is my first skillet. I'm going to put this breast side down right on this hot skillet. Oh yeah, you hear it sizzling already. I'm going to cover it with some foil, just like that, and put the second skillet on top. All right, and this bundle goes back into my oven for about 10 minutes or so before I flip it to the other side. I want to get that breast side skin very crispy and golden before I do the next. And because you've preheated those skillets, you're ensuring that it's cooking already. It's going to have a really nice texture and it's going to be so delicious. So I'm going to clean up, and then by the time I get all this cleaned up, it should be time to flip the chicken. All right, birdie, don't let me down. Whew. Okay. We go. Let's see, we're gonna flip this. And I'm hoping for some really good, I see some juices running out, and I'm hoping for some golden, crispy skin. I would say it's getting there. All right, then the foil goes back on. And the skillet goes back on. We're gonna let it go for another 10 minutes before I take the skillet off and just let it finish roasting all on its own. All right, I wanna see the progress. The top skillet has done its job, so I can remove it and just let it cool down. And I'm gonna remove the foil as well. All right. I'm just going to check the internal temp of this right now to see how far I have to go yet before it's done. We are very, very close, folks. 165 is kind of what you're looking for. I'm going to put this back into the oven and just give that skin a final opportunity to get nice and crispy. Actually going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil on it to just kind of help the process along. Give it extra salt because that makes a nice crispy top too. So back into the oven, and my spatchcocked Cornish hen will be done momentarily. All right, she's a beaut. This cute little Cornish hen cooked in no time flat because we spatchcocked it and we weighted it down with something heavy. If you don't have another skillet or a foil wrap brick, anything oven proof and heavy will work in this instance. I want to remove this from my skillet. And if you have some lovely juices in the skillet, you can certainly make a nice sauce to go with this. This would be lovely with just a simple salad on the side, some roasted potatoes, maybe some green beans, all kinds of stuff. But put my, oh look, the legs are already falling off. They're so tender. You know what? I'm just gonna try one of those legs. Put this over here. A little squeeze of lemon to brighten it all up, and some fresh parsley. Okay, it's a big fork. Okay, oh my goodness. Oh, that meat is just as tender as can be. Ouch, ouch, ouch. All right. Oh. That is so good. All those herbs just infuse this little Cornish hen with so much flavor. It is moist, it is juicy. It is a super quick cook for an itty bitty little chicken. That is so cute. You are absolutely gonna love this. You've got to try the recipe. It's hot. And it's on TaylorKitchen at tkfoodie.com. Happy Valentine's Day.